Hello, this is your 2018 tarot reading from Silverbird. Now, our significator card, the card that's going to show the energy throughout the year, happens to be the Fool. And for those new to the tarot, that does not mean that you are a fool, but like a fool, you are setting out on a journey throughout the year. That this is the year where you're going to have a lot of self-discovery. I'm seeing that 2018 is a year of finding yourself. Finding out what you are supposed to do in the world. That is your card for 2018. Now let's look at month by month, shall we? For the month of January, we have the Two of Wands. The month of January is going to be a time of starting out. You're looking forward. You see what you want to do through the month of January. Perhaps it's so close, but you're getting ready. January is a time to set out with whatever you are going to do. It's time to look forward. It's coming. Don't miss that ship. If you're starting a new business, start it. Now, be careful not to make any investments yet, and I'll explain why in a moment. Start out, but don't jump in just yet, because we're going to go into the month of February. The month of February is the Five of Pentacles. That's going to be a bad time to do any financial projects. Don't come back to me and say, Silver, you told me to invest in February. No, I did not. This is going to be a time where your funds are going to be frozen. Only invest what you need. Only use the money you need, because you're not going to have a money growth throughout the month of February. But the good news on that is, just around the corner, the month of March is Ace of Pentacles. March is going to have a great financial energy to it. And it's not just because that's when some of our tax returns are coming back. This is going to be the month of financial success. And on that note, some of us might not even get refunds. But this is going to be a month of financial success with whatever you're doing. And that doesn't just mean tax refunds. That means your business growth. This is a time to invest money, because it's all coming back to you. This is a time of financial success. March is your month for financial victory. Now, April, the energy of April is going to be a time to let things go. You see the little Lord of the Rings character in the back. That's what I like to call him. It's not literal. It doesn't mean he's going to come here and kill you. The shadow side means that there's something in your life either holding you back. Perhaps you want it there, but it's time to get rid of it. You have to get away from it. Perhaps it could be a lover, I mean, if it is a lover that you're trying to get away from, I can understand the boogeyman. But it's time to get away. It's time to break up with that person. Time to get rid of that job. Now, I'm saying only if that's what's holding you back. Only if that's what's needed. I don't want people calling me, but Silver told me to break up with my girlfriend. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I said, if that's what's holding you back, then yes. But, and if you're waiting to do that, that's the time right there. And perhaps you're in that relationship for pleasure, but the energy is of letting go things. Let me quote Yoda: let go of all you are afraid to lose. Let go of what's keeping you locked inside. The month of April is going to be great for that, because you really have got to let go to move on, to move forward. So April is going to be all about letting go. Now let's turn the month a little forward. Just around the corner, we have the month of May. In May is a pretty straightforward card. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a pretty, you're just going to keep going through May. It's going to be pretty good. Nothing bad's going to happen, pretty much. The energy isn't bad. It's going to be a smooth month, and that's usually how Mays are, right? Mays are usually pretty smooth months, because, but you see it. It's just traveling forward. So, let's look forward. Now, June. This June we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is, in my experience, often a sexual card. And, I'm sure you're probably saying, what's sexual about a feast? Well, what's sexual about this card is it usually, in my experience, shows there's going to be a celebration, fertility, a hookup's going to happen, you're going to meet somebody. June is going to be the month to do it. Now, don't get feelings attached. This is not going to be a good month for starting any relationships with somebody you actually want a long-term basis with. But this is going to be a month to have fun. You've worked really hard this year, and June is just to have fun, enjoy, have some good, whatever you call somebody, have some good shagging. That's going to be June. It's time to just enjoy yourself. It's a time to just have fun, time to relax. Or maybe it's a time just to get together with family. But please, nothing kinky there, because I know I mean, if that's your thing, fine, but it's gonna be a month of fertility. Okay, so now remember how I said this is not a good month for any long-term relationships. The reason why is because in July is heartbreak. July is Three of Swords. What it's more likely in this context is the hookup you started in June is going to end in July. This was a short-term thing. You got to let them go. You gotta just move on. You gotta tell them, look, it was fun, end the hookup in July. Have your fun, get it out, get the boogity out there. And I can't believe I just said that. And in July, you're just gonna enjoy yourself, and move forward. June, you're going to enjoy yourself. July, don't get your feelings attached, because it will lead to heartbreak, because everything that begins must end. Now, August, we have another card. Probably what you did for the month of June especially is you probably spent a bit of money and probably kind of went, lost a lot of money because you were out there having fun. Well, August is going to be a card of energy where it's a time to keep your funds close to you. It's a time to get back to work. It's a time to refocus on yourself, refocus on your bigger business matters. Because then we get into September. And September is the world. September is completion. Now, it's not complete completion, if that makes any sense. But you're in your comfort zone now. You just got in your comfort zone with this card. September is whatever you've been doing all this year. That work, that project, that new thing. It's all done in September. Now, be very careful not to stay in your comfort zone for too long, because October, you're going to get a little out of your comfort zone. We have the moon in October. This is going to be a new journey in your business venture. It's going to be a little scary. You're going to take some risks. You're not going to know where they're going to lead. And there's nothing I can tell you on that, because you have to go through those risks. So October is going to be a time of unsurety, and you just have to choose a path. You're going to have to make some tough decisions, but they're not going to be bad for you. You've got to venture on the unknown. You have to try new things. That's my advice to you. It's going to be a time of trying new things. Now, November, see, this is a year reading card. November is temperance. This is a time to ground yourself and not get upset. I see a lot of sadness in the month of November with this card. Why do I see a lot of sadness? Well, because it's an election year month. And yes, I am so sorry to those of you that are not happy with the current administration. I don't like to talk politics. This card tells me right now that November is going to be a very sad month for you. If you oppose the president, it's not going to be a good month for you, because the election is going to upset a lot of people. It's not going to go the way. People are going to feel hopeless after the election in November, because I'm getting from this card that the president will maintain his hold on Congress on the 2018 midterms, which I don't like to talk politics, but it is part of reading the tarot, and it is an election month. Now, this is going to govern the entire month. You're going to have some protests. You're going to have people marching in the streets. You're going to have very unhappy people. And it's going to govern the whole month. A lot of people are going to be really upset about it. People are going to be really divided about it. They're going to gain seats in the Congress, which is really going to upset people. So it's going to be not a good month. So that being said, the entire month, you got to be careful here, because you don't want your energy in politics. Remember, politics is the art of division. And a lot of people are going to put their entire energy into the aftermath of this election. You've got to ground yourself, be on land and water, and not let it bother you. You've got to just try and move on. And you've got to keep to yourself. Now, December of 2018, the last month of 2018, is going to be a real time to balance yourself out, not be distracted, keep going the course. Perhaps something else has started in your life, and you're going to have to learn how to balance it out with your work, your new path. It's going to be a month of balancing. It's going to be a month of keeping your lines in check. I'm balancing two things together. You're going to really have to focus in December. You might have to make a choice. You might have to give something up. But whatever happens, you have to keep your horse going. You have to keep it moving. That's going to be a challenge for you in December of 2018. So let's look at this again. The 2018 year, the Fool governs it. The first month of January, wands, two of wands, it's going to be setting out. February, frozen funds, not a good time for investments. March is going to be an excellent time for investments. April is a time to let go of things. May is going to be a time just to keep moving forward. June is going to be a time to ask that girl out, ask that guy out. You know, you want to go to the bar, you want to go watch some Netflix. You know, July is a time to kind of say, hey, it was fun. It's not you, it's me, but it's really you. August is going to be a time to keep your funds together because you spent a bunch of money partying, having fun. September, completion of that. You're back into your comfort zone. October is going to be a time of a new start, a new path. Perhaps it's the same path, but it's a new venture. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone a little. And then you have November, which is going to be an unhappy month for a lot of people. You got to keep yourself grounded. It's going to be an unfortunate election for a lot of people, and I'm not taking sides on that. But it is going to be a divisive time for people. December is going to be a time to keep it all in balance. So tell me all what y'all think. Like, comment, and let me know. And blessed be.